First of all, I'd like to say thank you for registering your kids for our 2023 Into the Wild. It is going to be an amazing 3 days, and we're just super excited about your kids coming. Now, I want to give you just a little bit of instruction so that the 3 days will go smoother, because they really go fast, and if we can just help you with that first night, it will just make the 3 days better. So 2 things I want to help you with, that is drop off and pickup. So let's start talking about drop off. First of all, safety is always our first concern. So some of the things I have to talk about today directly relate to safety. So when you come up to our entrance, it will be marked. There will be people there that will help you get onto the property correctly. And then we have these parking queues that we will start placing all the cars in. Out of those parking queues, you will be assigned a drop-off zone or a pickup zone later in the night. So when you get the drop-off zone, there are 3 of them, and they're going to send you down this lane. This lane has 2 drop-off zones, and then the front lane has 1 drop-off zone under the carport. Now, all 3 zones are the same. So every night you don't have to try to get to the same zone. Whichever one they direct you to will have the same instructions, the same people there to help out, and it will work. So now what you need to do, you're going to be given a number. This number is really, really important. This is the number for your car, and it represents your kids. If your kids bring friends with them, they need to be marked with the same number. Now, you will be given a number. Your kids will have a number placed on their hands. And then when you get to the drop-off zone, the people will escort your kids from your car. You don't even have to get out. They will escort your kids from your car to the registration area. Once they get to the registration area, our registration team will make sure that your kids get assigned to the right area, and they will begin their night of an amazing time. So when you pull into the zone, whether drop off or pick up, we need you to do a couple things. Drive slow. We need you to not be on your cell phones. Once you leave the queue area, you need to get off your cell phones, because there's a lot of activity going on, and we just need it to be safe. And then when you pull into your zone, we need you to put your car in park, because we'll be bringing kids out. There'll be people walking in those zones, and you don't want somebody to accidentally slip off their brake and their car roll forward and hurt somebody. So if you'll put your car in park, that will be a big help to us. And again, you can ask us some questions. If you have some, put the window down and you can communicate to us. And then make sure your kids are seat belted in before you leave. We want your kids to have a safe trip home. Okay, so drop off. You've got your kids dropped off. Now you've come back and you're ready to pick your kids up. When you pull in, you'll be placed in the queues again, but there are only 2 drop-off zones, and you'll be sent to those 2 areas. Now, when you come in, this number that you've been assigned earlier, it will be radioed ahead. They will locate your children, and they will have them in the same zone that you were instructed to go to. We will meet you there, escort your kids to your car, and then you can get them all seat belted in and be ready for your trip home. Now, be ready for this, because we fully anticipated that when your kids come to your car, they're going to be all excited. They're probably going to be a little bit wet. They might even be a little bit dirty. They're going to have a craft with them. They're going to have lots of excitement and energy. Maybe the sugar we give them helps them with that. But we're going to hand them over to you for you to start to hear about everything that they've experienced while they were with us. Now, we're going to send them home with a card that's going to look just like this one. This is an important card for you, because on the back side it gives you instruction on how you can see parts of what happened that night. We are going to have pictures and videos posted, and it's very likely that your kids are going to end up in one of those pictures or in one of those videos, but you can experience what goes on here yourself. So make sure you get this card. It also tells you about the theme nights. We have a theme night during our 3 days. And so we want your kids to understand which night the themes are. So pay attention to that. And we're also offering t-shirts. If your kids would like to have one of the t-shirts that represents our VBS this year into the wild, they can purchase one. They only cost $5, and there are only so many of them. And when they're gone, they're gone. There's nothing we can do about that. But we'd like one of your kids to have that. So on the very first night, if they want to pick up a t-shirt, you just send the $5, if you would, just put it in a plastic Ziploc bag. And if you would tell us what size, that would help us. Because sometimes, maybe they'll come home with a size that you wish it was a different size. If we can accommodate the right size for your kids, we want to do that. Now, when we run out of that size, there's just nothing we can do about it. So if you'll send the $5 in a Ziploc bag, it will go to the registration table. Often the kids just wear them home. And so the kids will just put on the shirt over the shirt they already have on. And then when you see them that night, they'll have the shirt on or they'll have the shirt with them. All right, that's some of the information that we think will help you be more prepared for the most amazing 3 days of the whole summer. We have over 300 volunteers that will be out here ready to make this experience amazing to your kids. So again, thanks for trusting us. We look forward to starting this Sunday with 3 amazing days. Thank you.